What a dizzying summer it has been. The earliest presidential debate ever, an assassination attempt on Donald Trump, Joe Biden's withdrawal, the swift rise of Kamala Harris. And now, as the vice president conducts final interviews today with possible running mates, a brand new race. Our 538 polling average shows Harris has tightened the gap against Trump in the key swing states, with slight leads over Trump in Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania. All this has the former president and his campaign scrambling for a clear strategy. After questioning the vice president's racial identity at a black journalists conference, Trump says he will not attend ABC's September debate. And last night in Georgia, he focused much of his fire on the state's Republican governor. Senior White House correspondent Selina Wang was on the scene. She starts us off this morning. Good morning, Selina.
Good morning, George. Former President Donald Trump rallied here in Georgia last night, trying to court voters in this critical battleground state. He was clearly testing new attack lines on Vice President Harris, trying to see what would stick. All of this as the vice president is on the verge of choosing her running mate.
I'm thrilled to be back in the great state of Georgia. I love Georgia.
Last night at a rally in battleground Georgia, former President Donald Trump reopening old wounds, attacking the state's Republican Governor Brian Kemp and his certification of the 2020 presidential election results in the state.
He's a bad guy, he's a disloyal guy, and he's a very average governor. And all he had to do is sign something where the Senate would like to look at election integrity.
Trump also testing attack lines and insults on Vice President Kamala Harris just days after she rallied at the same Atlanta venue.
So we have to work hard to define her. I don't want to even define her. I just want to say who she is. She's a horror show. She'll destroy our country.
3 months to the election, Harris now officially securing enough delegates to become the Democratic nominee for president.
I will officially accept your nomination next week once the virtual voting period is closed.
Making history, the first black woman and Asian American at the top of the ticket, only the second woman to be a major party's nominee. The rapid search for her running mate now in its final phase. Sources say Harris is meeting with top contenders in person in D.C. this weekend, including Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro.
Governor Shapiro, are you planning on meeting with Vice President Harris this weekend?
I think any process questions like that should go directly to the Harris campaign.
Those who've also been vetted for the ticket, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, Arizona Senator Mark Kelly, and Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker. Also on the short list, Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear and Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg.
I'm flattered to even be mentioned in this context, and it's a very important choice, and she's going to make the choice that is right for her, for the ticket and the campaign, but most of all for the country.
Harris is expected to announce her pick by Tuesday night, when the pair will appear at a campaign rally in Philadelphia before a multi-day blitz through 7 key battleground states. It all comes on the heels of Trump's controversial comments at the National Association of Black Journalists conference on Wednesday.
Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is only on the ticket because she is a black woman?
Well, I can say no, I think it's maybe a little bit different. So I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly very much. And she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
She has always identified as a black woman. She went to a historically black college.
Trump later went on to share this photo of Harris and her family wearing traditional Indian clothing and writing, "Your warmth, friendship, and love of your Indian heritage are very much appreciated." Harris has long embraced her Jamaican and Indian heritage, as well as her identity as a black woman. As senator, she joined the Congressional Black Caucus. Harris reacting to Trump's remarks by drawing a contrast with his campaign.
It was the same old show. The divisiveness and the disrespect. And let me just say, the American people deserve better.
And Donald Trump is now throwing the debate schedule up in the air, saying over the weekend that he accepted an invitation for a Fox News debate on September 4th. But back in May, Trump already agreed to a debate on ABC News on September 10th. Vice President Harris has not agreed to that Fox News debate. Her campaign is saying that Trump is running scared and backing out. On social media, Vice President Harris posted, quote, "It's interesting how any time, any place becomes one specific time, one specific safe space. I'll be there on September 10th like he agreed to. I hope to see him there. George?
Okay, Selina, thanks very much.